The first thing that we're going to do with this particular ship is we're going to get it to move to the left with the left arrow key. So we've got to go back to our program. We know that our ship is called My Ship. So what we can do is we can define a little program. So we're going to define a move left program. So this is going to do that, and we're going to have to do it on an event. So we need to actually put in event here, and of course the colon there. And so this means that if we've done it correctly, you will see that we've got the cursor directly under the N for there. And so what we're going to now do is we're going to say playground. We've created the playground canvas. So playground dot move is the way we move it. And what are we going to move inside the playground? We're actually going to move the My Ship. And so that's the first part. And how far are we going to move it? Well, remember that X and Y. X is how far it is to the right or left, and Y is how far it is up and down. Okay, so we're going to move it -10 from where it is in the X direction. So you go -10, so it always does the X first, and then we're going to move it not anywhere up or down, so it's 0. So this actual little program will actually move the actual ship, but it won't do anything yet because we haven't assigned a keystroke to it. So let's assign a keystroke to it, and we're going to do this way down here near the bottom or near the main loop. And so we're going to actually bind this by going playground dot bind all, and then it is the right arrow. So that's the symbology or the wording for the right arrow. And then we're actually going to do it, we're going to move the move left. Actually, what we want is the left arrow, so we go left there. So that's the symbology for the left arrow. So we go to the playground and we bind all, which means we're actually going to bind some keys, and then we're going to use the left key to run the left program. So if I run this now, as I press the left arrow, you'll see that the ship moves to the left. If I use the right arrow, it's doing absolutely nothing, simply because I haven't programmed the right arrow. Your job now is to work out how to make it go to the right. Pause the video and we will make it go to the right. So to define the right, we go, whoops, let's move it over to the furthest left. We go define move right. I could have called it anything I like. It's going to be an event, of course, and it's going to have the colon. And this time we're going to go playground dot move, and what are we going to move? We're going to move the My Ship, and instead of -10, we're going to move it +10, and of course it's not going to go up or down. So that's what's going to happen here. Now we need to change this so it's the right arrow. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. I'm going to change the wording here so it's now dealing with the right arrow, and we're going to have it move right. And so we're making it run this program with the right arrow. So let's see how that works. So if I move the right arrow, it now moves to the right. I move the left arrow, now moves to the left. So I can move it backwards and forwards using the right arrow and the left arrow. The next thing we're going to do is move it up and move it down. So we define, move up, and it's an event, and it's going to have a colon, of course, and we're going to playground dot move, and it's going to be the My Ship again. So that's the thing we're going to move. This time it's not going to go left or right, but it is going to go up and in this case it's actually up is -10. And so then we actually bind all for the up arrow. So let's have a look at here. Bind all, we're going to move it up, and it's going to be using this program, which is the move up program. Let's run that. So if I press the up key, it's moving up, left key, right key, down key's not doing anything yet. So programming the left key the same way, just literally grab the same thing, move down. So that's the new program, and this time it's actually going to be +10, and now I just need to program this. It's going to be the down arrow, and it's going to run the down. And so now when I run it, it moves down, moves up, moves left, and moves right. That is how to bind keys. See you in the next video.